Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
On the give, it's Miller. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Street. Go.
Again, it's Miller. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go. Sack. 60. Bronco 80. Say, hurt. Check, smash.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Fields this at the 19. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Go, Clyde. 180.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Again, it's Gibbs. And you won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Right. Like 20.
From the gun, Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Sends this to the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get them the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Saints nothing. Jack Fox to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go. 19 right.
Now Shuck to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions get it back in touchback territory. They're going to be at the 20.
Will take over first and 10.
I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Drive begins with Gibbs. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Come on. 180.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Jameson Williams. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 180. Hey, kill. Now you want. Turbo.
To the air on 3rd and long. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 40 on the big hitter. And that'll be first down, Detroit. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions parlay the interception into points.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Looking quickly here.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Here we go.
Shot for the quick toss out wide. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
From the gun, and give to Miller. Room to run inside the 20. And he's all the way down the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. And you just get the play off. Headed out right. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Saints make it a 1-score game. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. The Lions out in front. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the...
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's going deep. 25.
It's a gain of 45 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of time. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Oh, that one didn't have any of it.
Offense to the line. Second down. Out of the shotgun. Goff. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Goff on third. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Hand off here for Miller. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Second down, looking for options. Taking a shot deep here. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Saints tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Here's Goff on first and 10. This one to Williams out left side. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Goff to the air now. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this third down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They're going to throw again. Goff. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. Trying for the deep ball. It connects on the deep shot. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
14-yard line.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. They send St. Brown in motion left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Black 20.
Gibbs is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Chuck now from the gun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints with a 2nd and 7.
Ready, break! Let's go!
Setting up the screen, it's Olave. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints, first down.
Catch made, left side by Palmer. Into the red zone! And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They send St. Brown in motion left. Goff on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's Goff. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's
Goff now on 3rd down. He's trying to push the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
By 20!
On 4th down, Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing again, it's gone. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Again, Goff. Buys time, rolling right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing third and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Saints take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. With these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. First and 10 coming up. Shock working from the gun. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Shotgun snap to Shock. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Rush coming for Shock. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
4th down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Quick throw outside, and they might throw this again. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's loaded another one up. Yet another grab for Williams. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead just before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Count 79 Broncos. Sleep.
Shuck now on 1st down. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw it. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
One last play before the break. We're looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kirby Joseph picks it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
White 20.
Gone. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Saints 21. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20 in the landing zone and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Throwing, shot. Into traffic, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's shot, first and 10. On the move, headed right. He's got it deep downfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
A gain of 40.
Working quickly here.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. These boys, focus.
From the red zone now. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints start the second half with some needed points. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give them some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. And he's got it. It's in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk, go.
Now Watson on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
3rd and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel.
Like 20.
They send St. Brown in motion left. On 3rd and goal, Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 13-point lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go street. 70 range, 70 range. 19, Pioneer. Come 19, come 19.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty.
19, Tiger, 19, Riggs. Warrior, 70.
Chuck now from the gun. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 44. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Second down, looking for options. Looking slant route, complete. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
70 line, ring alert, ring alert. Buffalo 18, Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 Lion. 79 Broncos.
First and 10, here's Shuck. Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Ready? Viking 18, 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 wide, get wide. 19, Pioneer. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check up.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Third down, here's Shuck. That's caught for the first. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Saints are going to have a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Let's go. Go.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
18 rattle.
Shuck working from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. Trying for it with Shuck. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought down after a short gain.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Goff setting to throw. Yet another grab for Williams. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Lions first down.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
180. Go, 12, go.
Throwing is gone. He's got it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. New set of downs for him from the 46.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Lions.
17.
Throwing again, it's Goff. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one. They've got the football, too.
Ready.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Here's Watson. Big strike here to Williams. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that gives the Lions the first.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. He rolls to his, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Receiver in motion, going left. Goff back to throw. That one connects. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions making a 3-score game in the 4th. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Goff leading the offense back to the line. They're going for 2. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Saints 28. Jack
Fox now to kick this one away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Here we go. 18, go.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. And throw left side finds Johnson. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
16 yards. And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shuck now on first down. Escapes the pocket. And brings it in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense in the hurry up here. Back to throw. Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. He has room past the 25. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set now. First and 10.
Set. 70 Lions. Seven Pirates. Dragon 60.
Throwing it again here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Shuck now from the gun. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he's tackled for no gain.
Complete to Chris Olave. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Desperation time here. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
16 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So the incompletion on first. Here is 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Ready?
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Like 20.
Another one for Gibbs. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Super 66. 120.
Third and long for him here. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10.
19 Tiger.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Lions leading by 7. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's going deep this time. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, you know, as a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time. In the final couple minutes with your team relying on you, that's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up second down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Straight ahead, here's Miller. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
And the Saints, first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Miller. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Another chance at it on second and goal, still from the 5. Here he is to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown. And a big decision coming up for him now. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
St. Brown on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
180.
They motion the tight end over. Setting up to pass. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
And the Lions first down.
Back to throw. Gets everything he has under this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Ball still on that 34-yard line. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Goff. Dump off, caught by his back. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Detroit calls timeout, it's 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. They send St. Brown in motion left. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. He's looking deep once again. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it. Tried to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down.
180.
off to the air now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Don't want their first overtime drive to stop now. They got to get 6 on third down.
Value three, value three. Louis. Hey, lift. What's up?
Third and long. They're going to throw. This gets the first and more. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
We go tonight.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down.
Listen. Hey, we working up the wide receiver. We working. Hey, Tom.
Here he is on third and short. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal.
180.
Now gone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take the lead in this game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
The challenge has been laid down, partner. And it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now it's his turn in overtime. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger, street. 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19. Chap 60. Warrior 70.
Sharp working from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready. 70 Lions. 18 Cardinals. Please. 79 Bronco. 19 tight. 18 Rattler. Take off.
Looking to throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. This is it, Brock. Make or break right here. Overtime rules gave them a chance to go touchdown for touchdown. But if they don't come through on this 4th down, they have wasted that chance.
And they're humans down there. They're not robots. They know exactly what these circumstances are, but this is also, Kate, where you tell yourself, just do your job. Just do what you have been trained to do. You can't make it more and bigger than it is, or else they're going to fail.
Oh, quick throw here, left side. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Gotta hurry this to the line. All right, so far so good, partner. Taking advantage of the change to respond here in overtime. We all know that was reserved only for the playoffs previously, but now an opportunity teams get in regular season games too.
Yeah, I think we both love this because really it keeps teams from blaming a coin flip anymore. Even if some of the anger in the past was justified now, well, now you just look in the mirror and know it's all upon you to deliver.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. They connect on the deep shot. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. All right, partner. Well, I know they're not going to look ahead down there just yet, but let's you and I do that. In the red zone, they need the touchdown first, obviously. But after that, they're going to have a decision, right? Do you kick to tie and give the football back? Or do you go for 2 in the victory?
I'm not dodging it, Kate, but that's honestly a great question. And I know this, that decision better have already been made. The best coaches, decision makers, we know this. They're a play ahead, a series ahead, a possession ahead. That was a choice you made before you ever got the football.
Big play sets them up pretty here with 1st and goal from the 5.
70 Timberwolf. Hurt. Mustang 19.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Ready? Warrior 70. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. They smash.
Chuck now from the gun. That one connects. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Let's go. Roll, roll, roll. Right there, baby.
They go left side with Miller. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Following the touchdown, Shuck has the offense ready to try to tack on 2 more.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The play clock down to just 2 seconds, but we get a timeout call, as they'll have none remaining in OT. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T